All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CODcast, the greatest podcast in the history of mankind. Episode 69. You know what that means. I'm 12. Hope you guys had a good Halloween. I didn't do shit because I'm lame and or old. And as always, we're doing this shit without a net tonight with 10 cats all around me. Yes, we're back up to fucking 10 full cats because we have recaptured Miss Diva. Miss Diva has returned. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. Gonna talk about some Dave Rubin, what a fucking shill that dude is. Gonna talk about some Joe Rogan. Gonna talk about Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais getting fucking slammed on the internet, getting crucified as he should, deleting his tweets. But I screenshotted that shit, Ricky. Can't get away from me, motherfucker. But how's everybody doing tonight? Did everybody have a good Halloween? Did you dress up as anything fucking cool? Want to see your costumes? I dressed up as Sean Connery, shaken, not stirred. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. So hells yeah. The sex number. Oh yeah, 69. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't even like the 69. Like, if I'm getting a blowjob, I just like to get the blowjob. I like to focus on the blowjob I'm getting. And if I'm eating you out, I would like to focus on your pussy, right? Like, I don't need anything going on to distract me from what I'm doing. Like, getting all up in there, getting your face all up in there and shit, you know? So anyway, not into the 69 thing, but it's a funny number, I guess, for little kids. So hopefully we'll have a good show for you guys. It's going to be a short show, but every time I say we're having a short show, it turns out to be a full-size show. So I don't know. I was a middle-aged chick. Hey, you and me both, right? Haha, yeah. Nice. So as always, we're broadcasting to Facebook. I'm going to try to read the Facebook chats. I always fucking forget to read the Facebook chats. And on Twitter. Got that going. But at first, we're going to start the show, as always, patreon.com/CODcast. We lost like $50. We were up to like $830, and now we're back to $786, which always happens at the beginning of the month. People realize they're being charged. I'm like, well, fuck you, Dusty. I don't want to support your ass anymore, and so they stop supporting me. So, like, if you can support the show, here's a mission to tell you, hey, we do a lot of good work here at the Human Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary. Please support my daddy so he can buy us kitty litter and cat food and shit. We're spoiled as fuck, so if you like the show, please consider supporting $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. Really helps. I'm sort of losing money doing this show compared to what I could be making doing short videos, but I think this show is important. So if you guys want to see me keep doing this, please consider supporting me. And always, best way to support the show is Super Chats. Lifeblood of the show, no questions asked, every question answered. Super Chat! You guys know how this works. Just fucking ask me questions. Whatever, support the fucking show. It's like tipping me. I'm like a busker. A fucking e-bagger and shit. So, what you guys got to say in the chat? Hey there, Dusty. What's up? Another is, Lowe's, nice. This time I'm late. Not too late. We just fucking started, right? Victoria Cunningham. I think I'm going to get a job just so I can send you money. I fully support this move. Oh, what's up? Miss Misty back. She's such a loving kitty with a little dirt tongue. You got your dirt tongue out right now? No. Yeah, she does. Ah, don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Let me kiss you. Let me show you off to the world because you're so pretty. Yeah. I love you, Miss Misty. You're a good kitty and Daddy loves you so much. You're such a sweet baby. Yeah. Miss Misty's the first cat I ever rescued. Now, she's not our Odex cat. The Odex cat is Katana. But Katana was rescued before I got involved in this. So Miss Misty was the one we went... Miss Misty and Panda were the two we went and picked out first at the shelter. So, they have a special place in my heart. I guess we're just going to kick it right off. I guess I'll just read the Super Chats first to remind you guys how important the Super Chats are. Don't want to neglect the Super Chats because you guys are the lifeblood of the show. Ann Aspitch, who is always the first one to Super Chat me. Love me some Ann Aspitch. Says, hey, Dusty, can you give a shout out to my friend Kari? Or Carrie. I guess it's Kari. What's up, Kari? How you doing? Love you. Give a big hug to Ann for me. I've told her about the CODcast, and I shared an old video of yours with her, which she loved. Well, she obviously has very good taste. Thank you for that. John, Hater Talk, or no, that's not his name. Hatikatak. I don't know. That's tough, dude. I'm going to call you Hater Talk. Is that okay? John Hater Talk says, I will be asleep when this broadcast lasts. Okay, well, thank you for getting your super chat in before you went to bed. And hopefully you'll watch this when you wake up. Sleep well, my friend. Parker Aguirre, $5. Hey, I have the show intro, outro on ShowFrame if you want them. Let me know. I can link you again. What is ShowFrame? The show intro, outro. What show intro, outro? But yes, go ahead and link that to me so I know what the hell you're talking about. send that to me on Twitter. Appreciate that. Brian C., glad Miss Diva is home. Yeah, hopefully Miss Diva will make an appearance. There she is, Miss Diva. You want to come over here and make an appearance, Miss Diva? Come here, Miss Diva. Come here. Come here, baby. Don't run away. Come here. I know. You're scary. Come here for a sec. Come here. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to get her. There we go. I got her. Miss Diva was gone for 2 weeks. Miss Diva, we've had to capture her 3 times. We captured her first. Now, this is the kitty that was under my house having all kinds of kittens and shit. She is a survivor. So it took us a long fucking time to catch her the first time. We got a cat trap, and we caught her, finally. And then she escaped again out the window. So it took us about another 2 weeks to catch her again. And then she fucking escaped again recently. So she's been gone out in the world for 2 weeks. But she back now, and she's so dark you can barely see her. But she's so cute and loving. She's the mama to about half these cats around here, even though she's so tiny. I want to show them how cute you are, Miss Diva. You so black. You perfect for Halloween, aren't you? You barely even showing up. I know, growl at me with your pretty ass eyes. But she's so loving, hasn't left my side since she got back. Because she's such a pretty girl. So, glad to have Miss Diva back. That was a good Halloween gift. Appreciate that. Levi Bellew says, hi there. Skittles is my favorite candy. What about you? I gotta say Heath bars. Like me some Heath bars. A little toffee. A little chocolate. What's not to love? Also like me, some, what the fuck do you call those things? Oh yeah. Jelly bellies. Is that what they are? Jelly beans. I like jelly beans because like you get a bag and like you can just mix them up, and so every fucking bite is different. Like you just can choose your own flavors if you want to off the back of the bag, or you can just grab them and shove them in your mouth and let fate decide what you're gonna have. So I think that's fucking cool, but can't eat them because they're too goddamn fattening, and I don't need them for my chubby ass. I already got cellulite on my ass. Don't need more cellulite on my ass. Fucking jelly beans. And also I don't think they're vegan. I think they're made of bones and shit. So, I'm not sure about that. Somebody have to fact check me. But I know a lot of gelatin shit is made of bones. So, can't eat that. I'm nervous because I got all these cats around me. Hoping they're not going to fuck all my shit up. We got 10 cats now. We're back to full capacity in our house. So, I got my eyes out. Scary shit. But appreciate that. Where is the religious BS? Man, I got no excuses. It's really hard for me to do this show continuously and also do the short videos, and I was planning on doing it. I'm still planning on doing it this month. I'm planning on getting back down and doing it, but I had a whole bunch of bad shit happen this last month. I had a loved one that had a mental health crisis, so we spent a lot of time in the emergency room and the hospitals and driving back and forth to 2 hours away to the hospital, and I've just had a lot of fucking stress on me this month. It's taken up a lot of my fucking time, so hopefully I'm going to get back into the swing of things. Please bear with me, but that's the fucking plan. So sorry about that, but I'm a loser. What you going to do? I appreciate that. Danielle Prime, 999. Thank you, Daniel. That's very kind of you. We got to meet up, get butt naked, have some wine and cheese, then watch some Golden Girls on reruns. Hey, I love me some good Golden Girls. Thank you for being my friend. Hell yeah. I would fuck the shit out of Rose. You know it, Rose. Tumic V. Raven, $20. Hey, 20 pounds. That's even better than money. Your fucking Monopoly money is always good here. Says, you probably heard of masterminds like Stefan Mjolnuts that Poland is the perfect ethno-state. Yeah, I saw that. And I saw people from Poland being like, what this motherfucker talking about? Poland got lots of crime and shit. He needs to get out more. What they tend to omit is the fact that Hitler and Stalin murdered and or expelled everyone that wasn't white from Poland. Yep, that's what he likes about it. Nazi's got a Nazi, you know that is. Appreciate that, Tumic. Pasta Punk 569. What is your opinion on the Kurd conflict? And do you think Trump will be impeached? No, I don't think Trump will be impeached. I mean, he's already being impeached. Now, whether he'll be successfully impeached? No, I don't think he'll be successfully impeached because I think Republicans hold the one body of Congress that won't vote it through. So probably not, but, you know, you got to hold people accountable anyway. I think the situation in the Kurds has really hurt our country. It's hurt our credibility in the world, basically. Why would anybody in the fucking world have anything to do with us anymore or trust us when they know that we could just elect another dipshit like Trump who will go back on our promises and betray our allies and leave them to die? So bad situation all the way around. Redden Economics, $5. Finally got enough money for Super Chat. Great channel, digging the videos. Keep on, keep it on. I will, Redden Economics. Appreciate that. Got to keep doing what I'm doing as long as you guys keep supporting me. And please do more Super Chats, please. Lifeblood of the show, if you can't afford it. Really means a lot. So let's fucking get started with the show. Gonna talk about some Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin blaming the blacks and the gays and the minorities and shit for wildfires. This is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen, folks. Like, just so fucking random. I'm sitting there like, what in the fuck is this dude talking? Why is he saying this? This is so stupid. Let me play it for you, and then we can dunk on him, I guess, after I play it. Here we go. This one from Cody Johnston, my real life fake husband. Cody Johnson. Love you, Cody. If you're out there, which I know you are. What's up? All right, here we go. Dave Rubin on the super liberal Dave Rubin. Yeah, Dave Rubin's liberal by how he shows up friendly all the time on Fox News and Tucker Carlson's White Supremacy Hour. So here's what he had to say about the California wildfires.
Most beautiful part of the United States. Yes. The problem right now is that everything from academia to public utilities to politics, everything that goes woke, that buys into this ridiculous progressive ideology that cares about what contractors are LGBT or how many black firemen we have or white this or Asian that. Everything that goes that road eventually breaks down. It is not how freedom is supposed to operate. What is supposed to happen, Tucker, imagine if your house was on fire. Would you care what the public utility or what the fire company, what contractor they brought in, what gender or sexuality or any of those things he or she was? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Who would care?
And right now, most beautiful part.
I agree with him. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what in the fuck are you talking about? What the hell does this have to do with anything? Oh my God, there's too many gay firemen. There's too many black firemen. Well, y'all know that gays can't put out fires because they're too fucking flaming. Am I right? And black folks, we know black folks ain't gonna put out no fires. They hate water. They can't swim. They can't be firemen. So definitely gays and black folks and minorities are responsible for these fucking fires. It's not global warming or anything. It's not capitalism who wants to wring every single dollar out of everything they possibly can so they don't correctly update their infrastructure. No! It's fucking woke culture is responsible for this. I mean, holy shit, dudes. How desperate can you be? Dave Rubin just wants to shoehorn anything he fucking possibly can into his narrative. He basically has only one narrative, and that's blame the liberals for everything, blame woke culture for everything. And so you have to see this in fucking everything you talk about. And, the fact that he's rewarded for this and a millionaire for this is pretty disgusting. But at the same time, it's fun to dunk on this motherfucker. And yes, I know Dave Rubin is gay. People are like, what? Dave Rubin is homophobic, but he's gay. Oh, yeah, you can be fucking gay and be homophobic. Hence all the Republican congressmen who continuously pass laws against gay people while they're butt fucking in private, right? You know, just like you can be, I say this all the time, you can be trans and be transphobic. Blair White. Look at fucking Blair White. Never fucking misses an opportunity to shit on trans people, Blair White, right? Just like Milo's gay and is well, I don't know if he's homophobic, but definitely he shits on gay people for money, which I guess the difference between that being homophobic is no difference. And you know, so yes, folks, you can be gay and you can fucking be homophobic. The dude literally works for the Wilkes brothers, Ferris Wilkes, who is a hate preacher that teaches that homosexuality is the same thing as bestiality and child pedophilia, right? So, dude is just fucking desperate for anything, and the fact that he's going on the #1 news channel in the world and saying this shit is fucking hilarious and ridiculous at the same goddamn time. Pathetic man with no self-respect. And let's look at some other times where Dave Rubin guests argue that normalizing same-sex marriage is going to lead to societal destruction. Imagine being a gay guy that has these people on your channel saying this shit completely unchecked about you and your husband.
So your personal feelings on this matter. So gay marriage was passed, what is it, a year and a half ago or so?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years now. Did you, I assume you felt it was the wrong decision by the court. Is that fair to say? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, no, I do, but I don't think I would want to press it much further. I think where we are right now in the States, I'll apply the Aquinas principle. I think it would probably cause much more problem and dissension and difficulty if we kept pressing it.
So then do you not see gay marriage as one of the ones that you said was so pressing earlier when you said that abortion would be one that is so pressing?
Yeah.
That it could shift, it could alter the course of a country or something. Do you not see gay marriage at that level of severity?
No, I do think it does have a negative impact on the wider society. I do think it is in a certain way, a compromising or undermining of an institution that's key to the health of a society.
No, the institution is not key to the health of society. You child rapers, you fucking lying pedophiles are not good for society. If it undermines your fucking organization, good, right? It should. Anybody that's read the Bible knows that the marriage is just a contract between a woman's father and a man, right? Women are property to be sold because they're worthless. Like it says in the Bible, if you rape a woman, all you gotta do is marry her. So that's the institution of marriage you guys are so fucking scared is going to be compromised in some way. Not to mention child brides, which has been normal in Christianity up until recently, right? It's still popular in some sects of Christianity, but just 100 years ago, child brides was a real common thing. So, no, you guys have no moral authority to talk. I hope gay people fuck up the institution of marriage. I hope they fuck it in the ass. That's what I like to see. Let's keep going.
In terms of the gay marriage, my feeling always was I should just be treated equally under the law as everyone else.
It makes perfect sense.
Period. I want to enter a contract with someone.
Right.
It happens to be a man.
Right.
You want to enter that same contract with a woman.
I totally understand that, and
Yeah.
but I knew what's going to happen, and the price is too great. So I would want the gay person to have every right, and I know this is not the same as marriage, and I know every argument against it, and they're sound. They are. It's two sound arguments against the other. But if I think macro, not just micro, my concern is not just the individual, it's for the whole society. And I'm afraid the society has chosen wrong in this matter because of the gender doesn't matter issue.
Yes, you gotta bring gender into it, right? It's the gender issue. That's why I'm against fucking gay marriage, because of the gender. It has nothing to fucking do with that. But imagine being such a shill, you let these guys on your show without enough pushback. You know, I feel sorry for your husband. I really do, you know. Where your love for your husband is so minuscule that you'll let people just come on your show and shit on you. And talk about how your love is evil and sinful and destroying society. But, you know, Dave Rubin's a sellout. Dave Rubin is all about the money, just like all these conservative commenters are, and he's making plenty of money off of it. So I guess more power to the grift? I don't know. But anyway, recently a study came out, and all the conservatives are jumping all over themselves, falling all over themselves to claim that the study said that it proves that their shows are actually de-radicalizing people. Regardless of what the evil liberal media tells you that we're radicalizing people, we're not, even though multiple terrorists have mentioned people like Ben Shapiro. They were followers of Ben Shapiro, even though we know this, right? No, man. Here's Dave Rubin saying, seeing as a journalist, Kevin Roos wrote a front-page creative writing piece in the paper formerly known as the New York Times, stating the exact opposite. Perhaps he wants to do a follow-up on this new info. And this is Candace Malkin. Well, what do you know? Study finds that watching conservatives and classical liberals like Ben Shapiro, Rubin, and Jordan Peterson prevents racism, going down the all-right rabbit hole. But here's one of the women who was part of the study who said, well, what do you know? Study found... Oh, no, this is the same woman that said the same thing. This is the woman that wrote it, Becca Lewis, who says, this is not even remotely what the study says. It's so tiring and infuriating and gross that no matter how much progress we make on understanding these issues, it's literally impossible to move forward because people like this shout out lies to their followers every 4 seconds, you know? And it's true, right? They don't give a shit. All right, baby, don't hit my microphone. I know. You hear you're moving the microphone over. All right. Miss Misty. But yeah, they lie for a living, right? And their audience does not give a shit that they lied to them. You can literally tell them that they're being lied to. You can show them they're being lied to. And they're like, well, who cares? Maybe you're lying, but it's still mostly true, right? We believe it's true. So it doesn't matter if you're lying to us. As long as would you please quit moving my goddamn microphone? Stop it, please. You don't have to rub up against everything, okay? I don't want to slut shame you, but you're being a little bit of a slut right now. So shame. Anyway, so one after the other, they're all doing the same exact shit. Here's Ben Shapiro. The results of this study are obvious to anyone who knows the character of conservative shows, viewers, and listeners, or who has ever listened or visited a Jordan Peterson lecture or one of my speeches. But don't look for the New York Times to cover it. They're too busy calling us alt-right gateways. I have a few things to say about this. First of all, like I showed last week on the show, right after Jordan Peterson came out with his lies about Bill C-16, they had to call the cops in on the University of Toronto because of the increase of hate against trans people. So, yes, we were paying attention to what people like Jordan Peterson are doing, and they are radicalizing people. We have the fucking receipts. We have the evidence. I've showed them on the show. You fucking liar. But here's the guy who fucking made the study. As the author of this study, I can confidently say this does not show that conservatives or classical liberal YouTubers are preventing racism or any of the other bad faith interpretations I've seen from the far-right outlets. So the people that are doing the study are literally coming out and saying these motherfuckers are lying. Which is what they always do, right? They're paid liars. They're paid handsomely by billionaires. They're made millionaires to tell ignorant, uneducated people exactly what they want to hear, and they do I guess they do a good job of it because they're definitely successful. But Joe Rogan almost called out Dave Rubin and his buddies in the intellectual dark web, even though I don't think he mentioned them by names. But here he is admitting that classical liberal is just another term for Republican that they're trying to trick you with. And this is a far cry from what he was saying just a year ago. A year ago, he was saying, why is everybody shitting on Dave Rubin? Dave Rubin is a leftist. He's a gay leftist, right? You guys think anybody to the right of Stalin is fucking a righty, but Dave is obviously a lefty. But now I guess people like me have called him out on this so much, and others, not just me. I'm not trying to take all the credit, but no, I deserve most of it. But anyway, here's Joe Rogan saying something factual for a change.
Liberal, conservative, they cast such a wide net because...
And then people like to get sneaky and use, no, I'm a classic liberal.
Yeah, because
what is that? What is that?
Exactly.
You're a fucking Republican.
Liberal, conservative...
Yep. Starting to see through it. But see, you're pushing on this shit, Joe Rogan. You're part of this intellectual dark web, conservative, classical liberal movement. They're using your name, your popularity to bolster their image. That's what they did from the very beginning, and you're going along with it. You have all these people on the show. You never call them out for it. You are fucking responsible. I'm glad to see you finally speaking up a little bit, but also something kind of strange happened when he was talking to Kyle Kalinske on his show. Somebody pointed out that for some reason they edited out. When he was talking about classical liberalism, there were only a couple edits in the show, and every time he mentions classical liberalism, there's these strange edits. And they're wondering, what did he call Dave Rubin out? Did he call these guys out? Why did he edit this out? Is he too much of a pussy to stand by his words? So let's take a look at some of these weird edits here. Somebody says that the first one is at 3508. No, that's 3608. So close. There we go. Close. No, come on. There we go. God damn it. You can do it, Dusty. You can do this. There we go. Boom. All right, now watch this kind of strange edit here at 3508.
It's a misleading term.
It's a misleading term. Edit. Well, what were you gonna say? Who's misleading? Why did you edit that out? And then the next one is at 20537. That was a long interview he did with Kyle Kalinske. You go, Kyle Kalinske. At least he's having some liberals on the show. That's pretty good. But he tried to cover up his chuttiness. Who knows? Maybe Joe Rogan will change. You know, everybody's deserving of redemption if they're willing to change their fucking ways. Come on, goddamn, this is hard to do. 20537. I'm so close, so close. Come on, Dusty. All right, that's close enough. Let's watch this edit.
We'll switch it and say, no, they're socialists, so we can't do that. Well, which is it?
We have a giant problem in this country with this whole right-left shit. You know, and this is what I was trying to say earlier when we were talking about the concept of classical liberals, because most people don't even know what the fuck that means. The idea behind it.
Edit. Why don't you tell us what it means? Why are you editing your show when you're talking about classical liberalism? That's weird. What is happening, Joe Rogan? I wish Kyle Kalinske would remember what happened or something, because I'd like to know why Joe Rogan is hiding his words from the public. And why Joe Rogan editing his podcast anyway, man? It's supposed to be live. That's half the fun of the podcast, right? I used to edit my show. It was way too much trouble. But I'm starting to think Joe Rogan is not all that sophisticated, to be honest with you folks. So last week, what the fuck? God damn it, Vice. You had one fucking job. Holy goddamn shit. God damn it. Let me see if I can find this then. Basically, last week, this video went viral of... here we go. I'll just play it directly from Joe's. And anybody who was paying even half attention knows this is CGI, folks. Like, you don't have to be sophisticated in any way to realize this is a CGI video. But apparently, Joe Rogan couldn't tell this was CGI video. Like, how do you not tell this is CGI? Like, this is obvious fucking CGI, right? And then eventually the robot starts attacking people, which it's, there you go. Very clear CGI. And then let's see at the end of it, he runs, there we go, he runs away with the dog. They're wanting him to shoot the dog or something, and they're beating on him. I don't think they're doing those Boston Dynamics videos. But then he's like, yeah, motherfucker, quit turning on me. He shoots at them. Look, obviously that's CGI, man. That's not fucking real. It's not real. But Joe Rogan is like, we are fucked. Boston Dynamics' new robot makes soldiers obsolete. And then somebody told him it was fake. And he goes, apparently this is fake. Amazing. Thanks for the heads. How did you not know it was fake? How could you have been on the internet for more than 5 minutes and not to fucking know this is fake, right? So I'm just thinking, like, Joe Rogan needs to quit smoking weed. I've never told anybody in my life to stop smoking weed. But Joe, you might want to lay off when this is not fucking obvious CGI to you, dude. I just, like I said, I don't think he's very sophisticated. Like, I used to think he was a real smart guy, but holy shit. That's idiotic to think that's fucking real at all. And then on his show the other day, he was fucking shitting on the Impossible Whopper, which I fucking love the Impossible Whopper, right? I'll just play his clip. Basically, he's gone to this GMO blog. That's one of the biggest anti-GMO blogs on there. Oh my God, GMOs are evil. They're genetically modified, which is not natural. It's a naturalistic fallacy. So basically, Joe obviously going to read all the chud shit he can, goes to this anti-GMO website and reads this hit piece about Impossible Whoppers, and then shows them to his audience uncritically. Let's have a look.
You know what they're finding out from those fake meat burgers? They fed them to rats and they're giving them liver cancer. Yeah. Pull up what the study was. Yeah.
Is it because it's not naturally occurring?
Rat feeding study suggests the Impossible Burger may not be safe to eat. Scroll down. This is GMO science. The burger's key ingredient developed unexplained changes in weight gain and significant signs of toxicity. A rat feeding study commissioned by the manufacturer, Impossible Foods, found that rats fed SL each developed unexplained changes in weight gain as well as changes in the blood that can indicate that the onset of inflammation or kidney disease as well as possible signs of anemia.
Holy shit.
But when you start making shit look like meat, that's when shit gets squirrely because you're finding all kinds of... They're adding all sorts of processed food. This year, the Impossible replaced a portion of the coconut oil, which is the highest in saturation.
Anyway, Joe Rogan is a shill for the meat industry, and animal cruelty. Joe Rogan just don't give a fuck, likes to go out and hunt, likes to, has Jordan Peterson all the time about all meat diets and shit. So obviously him putting forth this bullshit is not surprising. This GMO science thing that he's shilling for right now, this will fucking load. Why are you not loading? Oh, it's not going to fucking load. All right. Well, maybe this will load, hopefully. Yeah, okay. It was headed by this guy, Michael Hansen, who has been featured in junk science pretty often. One of the biggest voices for anti-GMO out there right now. Let's see. I'm just going to read his background. Anyway, being criticized a lot, junk science raises numerous credibility challenges and potential conflicts of interest associated with the consumer union, which he's associated with. And just like this post on Reddit explained, anybody who read the actual study, which clearly Joe Rogan didn't do, he's just putting out propaganda. The study that site is concerned about was a study 43-166. Firstly, the study found estrus cycle disruptions in the test group and the control group. Obviously, we wouldn't expect cycle disruptions to have been caused by the test foods when it occurred in both groups. However, any results that are unexpected deserve follow-up. So the company ran a follow-up study that had firmer examination of the estrus cycle of the rats going into the study to ensure normal cycling, and surprise, the better performed study found no aberrant results. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that the first study did find some actual issues that the second study missed. Now we come into another common issue with the rat studies, the dosing. Rat dosing is often unrealistically high, which is good to determine potentially harmful results, but not good to estimate the risk to a person consuming a much lower dose. For these studies, they tested doses up to 750 milligrams a day. They found no harmful impacts, but then they still applied the usual safety factors to determine an acceptable daily intake. So basically, they redid it and they found out this is, it's fine. It's fine for human consumption. It's definitely better for the environment and both better for, animal suffering than just eating meat. But Joe Rogan doesn't give a shit. Just like when he had Ted Nugent on and they both lied about veganism. They both, I'm going to do a video about this sometime. I keep meaning to do a video about this. But he had Ted Nugent on. Ted Nugent was like, vegetarians kill more animals than fucking meat eaters do. Because when you till the fields, it kills the animals and the rodents and stuff. So they actually kill more fucking animals. And Joe Rogan was, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point, genius Ted Nugent. But no, it was stupid on so many levels. All the alarm bells should have gone off in Joe Rogan's head if he was a skeptic in any way whatsoever. First of all, they feed the animals corn, right? They feed the animals plants. So most of the tilling they do for all this grain and all these vegetables and stuff, it's fed to the animals. So it's just so stupid on so many fucking levels. But Joe Rogan don't give a shit, right? Joe Rogan's never corrected the record. He's just going to sit there and shill for the goddamn meat industry all day with no fucking accountability whatsoever. Because, his fan base don't care, Maybe whatever Bro Rogan says goes. It's just really shameful that everyone podcaster in the world doesn't give a fuck what information he puts out. So anyway, let's see what the chat has to say. And then we'll move on to shitting on Ricky Gervais, if that is his real name. Which I don't think it is. GMO science. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, it's like Christian Science, right? They're just freaked out because anything man-made is evil, unnatural. But, people are part of nature. Everything we do is natural. There is no such thing that's outside of nature as far as I've ever seen. I've never seen any evidence of the supernatural. So if it's not supernatural, it's natural, you fucking morons. Joe Rogan is such a fucking R-word. We don't use that word because it's ableist. I was watching a movie earlier called What is Happening? It's called the Peanut Butter Falcon. About a guy with Down syndrome who wanted to be a professional wrestler. It was kind of cute. Had that guy who was in the Transformers movies. What was that guy's name? Can't remember his name. Anyway, the Just Do It guy. Let's see. Joe Rogan, bro science is not legit. Who the fuck would have thought? I know, right? Bro Rogan. Always with the bro science. Even when Kyle Kalinski's on there, he sticks with the fucking bro science. Beta dropped out. Yep, I heard Beto dropped out. He was okay, but was never going to win, so what you gonna do? Good thing he dropped out. Oh man, I love this guy. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about me, and I love you back. And if you're not talking about me, fuck everything about you. All right, let's read the super chats. Lifeblood of the show. What's up, Katana? You want to make an appearance on the show, Katana? You just want to walk away without even looking at me? Okay, I respect that decision. Let's see what we have in the super chats here. Hey, my uncle from Norway sent me 500 kroners. Very, very generous uncle from Norway. Gonna have to go to Norway just to meet my uncle from Norway. Really generous, appreciate that. Lane Diggity! What's up, Dusty? What's up, Lane Diggity? Did you guys have a good Halloween? What'd you dress up as? Somebody should super chat me and let me know. To Mac Von Raven, what a name, £5. Have some more Eurodollar money, as this is the first show I'm watching live. Watched, liked, and commented all the uploaded ones before. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for reminding me to tell everybody to like the fucking video. Like it right now. Push the button. Like it. That's how it works. Got to work on the algorithm. Al Gore has fucked up everything, and I know. Please don't rub up against my shit, baby. I'll show you. Miss Misty again, always rubbing up against everything. She's so pretty with your little dirt tongue. Like the video. That's what I'm getting at. And if you're watching this video not live, leave a comment. Please leave a comment, because that's how you have to trick YouTube into fucking giving a shit about you. Fucking YouTube. Baron Von Noob says, hi from Amsterdam. Keep calling out these bigots. Will do, Baron Von Noob. Love me some Amsterdam. I'll come out there someday and smoke some fucking weed where it's legal. Should be legal everywhere. Would you, baby, please don't. You can rub up against anything. Well, not my dick, but anything within reason. Don't rub against my microphone, okay? Just not cool. All right. Breaking Bat 094. What's up, Breaking Bat? Damn, I'm late. I'm here now, Dusty. Well, we can begin the party now because Breaking Bat's here. Appreciate you showing up. Parker Aguirre, $2. I sent you via Twitter PM as I tweet. Okay. I will check that after the show. Can't really do that on a live show because I already have it all planned out, but I'll check that later. Thank you for that. Parker Aguirre, appreciate that. Brian C, $5. Still satisfied with the addition of cats. So it's scary for me. It's like walking a tightrope without a fucking net. But as long as you guys are entertained, that's the whole point of this. And Dusty is underrated. Love you. Yes, homo. Hells yeah. Get down. Oh, yeah. The homo shit. Definitely greatest podcast in the history of mankind, in my opinion. Not doing all that great compared to the other podcast. But, I've lost, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 subscribers since I started this podcast. And I've lost about 75% of my income. I'm only making about 25% of what I was doing when I was making the shorter videos. But who cares about money, right? Anyway, Amy Morrison gave me $5. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. You guys are so generous. I think it's an important show, so as long as you guys support me, even at the minimum, as long as I can just get by, I'm going to keep doing it. So I really appreciate that. Love you guys. And let's continue on with the show. We're going to shit on Ricky Gervais a little bit. It's Gervais, right? Gervais? I don't know how you pronounce his fucking name. I'm going to call him Ricky Smith because I don't know how to pronounce that shit. So anyway, Ricky Smith was on the Twitters, as he does. He's a big fan of the Twitters. And this dude is even fucking retweeting Piers Morgan right now. Who the fuck retweets Piers Morgan unironically? Holy shit, Ricky Gervais. And of course, it's about trans people, because anytime he gets a chance to shit on trans people, Ricky Gervais does. Because Ricky Gervais is all fucking butthurt sensitive, because he told some anti-trans jokes, and people, they criticized him for it. That's what happens in a free society when you go and exercise your free speech rights. Other people exercise their free speech rights to, tell you want to have a problem with what you're saying sometimes. It's cool. That's how the system's supposed to work. But he's all butthurt. So anytime he can get to shit on trans people or tell the same joke over and over again, he's going to do that. And so Piers Morgan's like, self-identifying bullshit, causing yet more distress for women. When are their rights going to be protected? And they're mad because M&S, I don't even know what the fuck M&S is. I guess that's some store in the UK. But apparently people are mad because they're like, just use whatever the fucking bathrooms you want to. Trans people, if you feel more comfortable in the women's bathroom, go use the women's bathroom. Just do whatever you feel comfortable. We support you. Just do it. And so people are like, I dare you be supporting of the most marginalized and oppressed class in our society. Fuck that. Think about the women's rights. Exactly what they used to say with black people, right? Oh my God, they're letting black people drink out of white people's water fountains? When are we going to start caring about white people's rights? This is terrible. We got to do something. They're doing the same exact thing with trans. So, of course, Ricky Gervais gotta retweet this chud shit, and he's getting called out for it exactly as he should. Christianity's like, Ricky Gervais and boomerception, and I don't really normally like to call people boomers, because I find that that's the millennials' way of just basically telling anybody who's older than them to shut the fuck up, no matter what it is. But in this case, I'll allow it. And then freedom of speech. Oh my God. This wasn't fucking, why did you protect this? They just did this, apparently. I just checked this before the fucking show. Okay, well, they were shitting on Ricky Gervais. Anyway, so Cat Black pointed out that there are people who generally find this joke not only funny, but also original and edgy. And she's just showing that Ricky Gervais makes the same fucking lame-ass joke all the time. I identified as Scarlet Woman, though. I identify as a comedian. I identify as a poor green lesbian, though. I identify as thin. Oh, my God, he's such a genius. And the thing is, I actually like some of Ricky Gervais' stuff. I thought The Invention of Lying was good. I think some of his Netflix, not his stand-up specials, they're terrible, but some of the shows he's had on Netflix are, pretty good. But yeah, he just gets butt hurts and makes the same lame-ass jokes on Twitter all fucking day long, right? So, somebody said to Cat Black, just don't watch it then. Just don't watch what? His Twitter? She's posting tweets. She's not talking about his stand-up special. She's not talking about anything. She's literally posting his tweets. What the fuck does this even mean? And so, this person's like, just don't watch it then. And she's like, I posted tweets, love. And so Ricky Gervais jumped in. The tweet is unavailable. I knew Ricky Gervais was going to delete this tweet. I knew he was going to, because I shit on him immediately for it, and so did other people. My shit on him got 150k likes, 158 likes. I wish it was 158k. 158 likes. I knew he was going to delete that, so I have foresight, people. You know what I did? I screenshotted that motherfucker. Hell yeah, this is what he said. I posted tweets, love. God damn it, Dusty. I'm glad the porn didn't pop up, because that would have been embarrassing. Fuck. Now I fucked this whole thing up. God damn it, Dusty. You screwed up the goddamn show. Now you gotta go find that motherfucker again. Okay, now I gotta go to my fucking email and show you guys my email shit. Maybe I should move this over here and do it so you guys can't see. It's a secret. It's a fucking secret, folks. Oops, and it's not a secret. No, I didn't move it over, did I? Nope, I did not move it over at all. I failed completely to even move this over. God damn it, Dusty, you're such a fucking loser. Get your shit. Here we go. All right. Boom. Back on track like I never fucked up. I'm flawless. So this is what, get the fuck over. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Back on track. There we go. This is what he said. I posted tweets, love. Basically, she said something to him, and he deleted it, and said, "I will when people stop paying me millions for this one." I think she said, "Stop telling the same joke over and over again." And he said, "I will when people stop paying me millions to say this shit, millions." millions, which is, God damn it, that's such a horrible reply, right? That's such an out-of-touch bullshit thing. I'm so rich, I don't have to be original. I can tell the same jokes over and over again. I'm so rich, unlike you peasants. You fucking peasants don't know what it's like to be rich. So I should have said, well, at least you're not even trying to hide that you're a sellout. So kudos for the honesty, right? Because that's such a sellout fucking thing to say, right? I'll start telling jokes when it starts making me millions. Smiley, crowdy face. If you're so proud of this tweet that you're lying, that you're crying, laughing, why'd you delete it, Ricky? Maybe you're not so proud of this. Maybe you realize how bad this makes you look. And it does make you look bad. So anyway, he got shit on repeatedly, as he should, for his bullshit. Solidarity forever. Luke says, this is his response. Everyone who insults me has pronouns in their bio. Crying, laughing. He loves that crying, laughing emoji, doesn't he? Oh my God, you all have pronouns. And as Luke points out, Ricky Gervais, 2013, kindness and magic. Ricky Gervais, 2019, solidarity with trans people is laughable and a sign of weakness. And that's how they feel, right? Oh my God, you have your pronouns in your bio. You're so laughable. Only people with pronouns make fun of me. Well, that's because maybe people with pronouns are trans allies who want to defend and embrace the most marginalized class in our society, as a good person would do. You know, I have pronouns in my bio. Pronouns, anything you want to call me is cool. That's true. I don't give a shit what you call me, but for solidarity's sake, I put my pronouns in my bio. Why does that make me worse? Why does that make me laughable? Just because I stand with the most vulnerable class in our society. Why don't you, Ricky? Why do you keep making the same fucking stupid jokes all the time? Is it because you're butthurt that people call you out and you can't take criticism? Yes. Yes, it is. As Classical Liberal points out, Ricky Gervais, who does not follow me, once responded to a tweet of mine that mentioned him within 90 seconds of me posting it. And I've never felt more bad for a rich guy. If I was a multimillionaire, I would do literally anything else other than what the fuck he's doing online. And it's sad. Ricky Gervais seems to sit around all the time and search his name on Twitter and then comment, oh my God, you said something bad about me. I must type immediately. I can honestly say I have never searched for my name on Twitter or even Googled it. Because I don't give a fuck. Whatever people say about me, it's none of my fucking business. I don't give a shit. Why marinate in negativity if you don't have to get butthurt? Plus, it makes you look bad when you do that shit. As Gulia says, I just saw a person with a penis avatar passionately defending Ricky Gervais comedy. And I think that really just fucking cats. Got me whole thing. And I think that really just sums up this whole website. And Ricky's always Johnny on the spot, searching his name. Maybe that's an emoji for his pronouns. I get it. His penis is just an emoji for his pronouns. You guys are so stupid for putting your pronouns in your bio. A penis is better than that. Oh, Ricky. God, so lame. Dude's been paying millions of dollars for a stand-up. It's just so sad. And of course, he's immediately, when he gets called out, he starts invoking Christopher Hitchens' name. If you could bring one person back from the dead to see the state of the world for one day and record their observation, who would it be? I'd bring back this guy. Yeah, I don't think this guy would be too happy with you, to be honest with you. Maybe he would. I mean, he supported the Iraq War, so Christopher Hitchens is not perfect in any way. But hopefully he wouldn't become a little whiny bitch that has a problem with people calling him out for his bad takes. But like Victor Von Doom says, dude, learn to take some criticism. Stop hiding behind Hitchens. I know comedians have notoriously fragile egos, and many even admit to it, but this is ridiculous, and it is. I've never seen anybody who has a fragile ego as Ricky Gervais. Even fucking Dave Chappelle's ego is not as fragile as Ricky Gervais is, right? Sad. It's sad. And this person does a spot-on imitation of Ricky Gervais. This is if Ricky Gervais and Louis C.K. were hanging out, this is what it's like.
You really ought to see what these blokes are up to these days. I mean, some of them want to be women. And I'm just like, why would you want to be women? They can't drive. Oh!
And some of these fuckers out there are like, oh, I'm agender. Gender isn't real.
What do they think gender is? God? Because he's not real, you know. I'm an atheist.
If God was real, we wouldn't have careers.
She nails that fake laugh that Ricky Gervais does. It's such an annoying laugh. It doesn't sound real whatsoever. It's so over the top. Oh my God, Ricky Gervais. Anyway, that's all the shitting I want to do with Ricky Gervais for the moment. What does the chat have to say about it? Does the chat love Ricky Gervais? Or are we tired of him telling the same old joke over and over and over again? I saw my name up there. I guess somebody called me a boomer. That's what I'm gonna guess. But I'm such a boomer. I don't see it now. Hi, Gervais. Yep. I don't pronounce anything right. If you're watching this show in hopes that I'm gonna pronounce people's names right, you're gonna be sadly disappointed. Hi, Dusty from Belgium. Another great podcast. Keep going. I will. I keep all of it going. That's what I do. This is literally my fucking job. Oh my God, the impression is actually spot on. I know. That person nailed it. That's such an annoying fucking laugh. Trans rights? Hells yeah, trans rights. Dusty, lighten up, man. I can't. I'm almost an albino at this point, so I can't lighten up any more than I'm already doing, or I'll probably be transparent. So, sorry. All right, let's move on and see if I have any super chats. You should get live cams for the kiddies. Hey, pretty boy, you want to come over here and be on the cam, pretty boy? I'm sorry to interrupt your sleeping, pretty boy, but you're so pretty. Let's show everybody how pretty you are. Oh my God, this is the prettiest. Look at this pretty boy. His name used to be Tater Tot, but now I call him Pretty Boy because he's such a pretty boy. Mwah. Yeah, don't scratch me, please. Don't scratch me. Okay, I know. But I want to show everybody how pretty you are. I respect your decision. You don't want to be a star on my show, and I respect that. But you're so pretty, and Daddy loves you so much. Oh, he's so soft, too. You got his butt in my face. I don't even care because you're so pretty. So pretty and soft. Okay, let's see the super chats. Super chats. Any new super chats? We got SCK, $50. 50 SCK. I don't know. That's not dollars. But Christopher Jerval says, why Trump voters do not see... he says one thing Monday and the opposite Tuesday. Even Fox viewers must see that. GOP moves the goalpost always. Why don't they say... See, the thing about Trump supporters is they just blame it on him being a troll, and they love it. He doesn't have to tell the truth, doesn't have to say anything that's, even remotely in the realm of reality. As long as he's on their side, that's all that fucking matters. That's why Christians love him so much, even though he, has affairs with porn stars and has done everything you can possibly do to prove he's not a Christian. But it doesn't matter, right? He's on their team, and it's just tribalism. That's what politics is all about, unfortunately. Not for me, of course. It is to a certain extent, because I'm not perfect, but I'm going to show you in a minute me shitting on Obama. Dusty's going to shit on Obama? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell yeah. Nobody gets away from the wrath. So anyway, we'll get on that in a minute. Brian Dunham, don't agree all the time, but do what you do. I will, and you should agree with me all the time, because I'm perfect. I'm like Jesus Christ, the only perfect human being ever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a fucking idiot, dudes. I'm just trying to figure this shit out, just like everybody else. I was born a blank slate, and, life's confusing, right? Nobody knows what the fuck's going on, so I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but hopefully I can correct a lot of it as I go, and you guys will help me, change my mind about the things I'm wrong about and educate me. This show is not just me sitting here telling you guys what to think. This show is about us learning together, and, a lot of times I say things that are totally fucking wrong, and you guys correct me, like when I was talking about a vomitorium. Oh my God, the Romans were so disgusting. They had vomitoriums, and they just puke everywhere at the meals. And you guys like, Dusty, the fuck are you talking about? A vomitorium was an entrance to fucking coliseums. It has nothing to do with that. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm a fucking moron. So that's the way it works, folks. We're in this together, you and I, and hopefully we can use all these fuck-ups as a teachable moment for all of us and improve our lives together. Lobo, I already read that. All right. No, I didn't read that. Lobo, $10. Hey, I'm getting here while your show is live for once. Hey, thanks for showing up, Lobo. Appreciate that. So have a little super chat, love. I don't have an effing word question, or F-wording question. You can't say fucking, apparently, in the chat. You can't say any cuss words, because they'll bleep that shit. I found out, so fuck that. I guess, what's your favorite horror movie? Since Halloween was yesterday, I think my favorite horror movie, I can't remember the fucking name of it. It's got Captain Howdy in it. What is the Strangeland? That's what it is. D. Snyder's Strangeland. That is my favorite horror movie. If you haven't seen D. Snyder's Strangeland, go fucking watch D. You know what D. Snyder is? D. Snyder is the lead singer of Twisted Sister, which was a band back in the 80s. I can't remember their songs right now, but I remember him. Was it I want to rock. I want to rock. I think that's one of D. Snyder's songs. Anyway, he made a movie in the 90s called Strangeland. It was a horror movie, and I thought it was pretty good, so check it out if you haven't. Eddie Morrison, $5. Thank you, Eddie Morrison. All right, that's all the super chats. More super chats, please. And let's see what we're going to talk about next. Now that we shit on Ricky Gervais, I think it's time to shit on Obama. So first off, we're going to talk good about the Obamas a little bit first, right? So apparently, Michelle Obama took a lot of shit for coming out and talking about white flight. Everybody's like, Michelle Obama's so fucking racist for talking about this. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But I can kind of see the criticism point a little bit about her, because I don't think they live in a black neighborhood. I think they live in a real rich, white, upscale neighborhood. So she's kind of a hypocrite about this. But also, as somebody, you guys probably don't know this because I never talk about this, but I am the only white guy in my neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood, and within 6 blocks of here, there is no white people. I'm it, right? And the reason is because of white flight. Now, I live on the main street in this town, and this town was founded like almost 200 years ago. When this house was built 150 years ago, it was, I'm almost positive, owned by a white person. It would obviously be a big 3,600 square foot house like this 150 years ago would have been owned by a white person, right? This whole fucking neighborhood, everything around here was white. Everything. And then as black people started moving in, white people started moving out. And I did the opposite, right? I'm like, fuck that. I ain't scared of no black folks. I'm not, like you fucking cowards, gonna run away. So I'll take it. What is this? Is this poop? I hope that's not poop, because that's gross if that's poop. And I just picked it up. I'm gonna say that's not poop, because that'll make me feel better. Anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I'm on the 3,600 square foot house. And it's a fixer-upper, folks. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to show you the house in a minute. I'm going to show. I took pictures of my setup here in my room. People were making fun of me for it because the house is not nice. It's not. It's a fixer-upper. But it's a 3,600 square foot house that I paid not even that. I paid $14,500. 3,600 square foot house has almost an acre yard. And it's a completely fucking livable house. 3,600 square feet, $14,500. And the neighborhood is actually safe. It's real safe. I've never had any problems here. I live right across the street from a church. All my fucking neighbors here have been incredibly good to me. In fact, the neighbor across the street comes over and like does yard work because I have a big yard and he lives right across there. He doesn't want to look at my shitty yard. So he's been coming over every day and like trimming my bushes and trimming everything up, and just a fucking amazingly nice person. So like, I took advantage of this crazy white flight shit. People too scared to live around black folks, and bought me some prime ass real estate for an incredibly cheap price. Because, you know, that's what happens when you're fucking brave. I think more people should do that. So Michelle Obama is right by saying that white flight is still definitely a thing, because it absolutely is a thing with these racist cowards in this country. And you guys can take advantage of it if you're brave enough to. I suggest you do it. And next up, we're going to show a clip from, I think it was from The Daily Show, right? No, not The Daily Show. Jimmy Kimmel, even worse. I'm just going to skip past Jimmy Kimmel's face because they'll copyright it if I don't. But surely they won't copyright if I just show what Obama has to say. So basically, he spliced together these two videos of Obama talking about the Osama bin Laden raid and Trump talking about the al-Baghdadi raid. I think that's the guy's name. If you haven't heard, last week, the military and the Trump administration killed one of the leaders of ISIS, or the main leader of ISIS. He was supposedly like the new bin Laden or whatever. And so they spliced together the interviews with Donald Trump with Obama to show you the vast difference between our presidents, and it is really embarrassing how different these people are. Let's have a listen.
It was. The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog. A talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
It is so embarrassing, the difference. Like, how is this guy in charge? It just shows you that America's an embarrassing place, an embarrassing fucking country, that we can go from, you know, somebody who was at least respectable, like Obama, could actually put a sentence together, to Trump, right? But that's the enemy saying nice things about fucking Obama, because Obama's got his problems too, right? So Obama is getting shit on now because he went in public and he started shitting on cancel culture and talking about how, you know, liberals have too many standards. No, Standards are good, folks. You should stand up for what you believe. You should call people out. We should use social pressure. I call it social pressure. In the old days, they called it peer pressure. I call it social pressure. But it's always, in my opinion, been the best non-violent way, other than money maybe, to motivate people to change their behavior. And so Obama's speaking out against it. We're going to talk about why Obama's speaking out against it after we watch this clip of him shitting on it.
This idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities. Yep. People who do really good stuff have flaws. Right. People who you are fighting may love their kids and, share certain things with you. And I think that one danger I see among young people, particularly on college campuses, Malia and I talk about this. Yara goes to school with my daughter. But I do get a sense sometimes now among certain young people, and this is accelerated by social media, there is this sense sometimes of the way of me making change is to be as judgmental as possible about other people. And that's enough. Like if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, or then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was? I called you out. Let me get on TV, watch my show, watch Grownish. That's not activism. That's not bringing about change. If all you're doing is casting stones, you're probably not going to get that far.
Yes, it is making change. Putting social pressure on people and letting them know that their behavior is not acceptable and people, won't associate with them if they do this kind of thing is absolutely very effective. So why is Obama speaking out against this? Why is he saying all the same shit that conservatives and Dave Rubin would say? And it's because, first of all, he doesn't want people to call him out on his shit, right? Obama orchestrated a massive transfer of wealth to the 1%. Remember the bailouts, the Wall Street bailouts? That was all fucking Obama, right? When people use the term Great Recession, they are playing into the charade laid out by the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department years 2008. See, it's exactly why. And also, it's because of this, mainly because of this. Michelle Obama and George Bush. Remember how everybody shit on Ellen for it? Well, the Obamas are terrified now. Because Obama's a war criminal too, folks. Now, is he as bad as George Bush? No, he's not. Absolutely not. But he is a fucking war criminal too. And the fact that he sees society holding George Bush accountable for his actions makes these motherfuckers nervous as shit. The fact that they see Ellen being held accountable for being friendly with a war criminal makes them nervous as shit. So they have to go out and say, oh my God, if you criticize people on social media, that's not real activism. Yeah, it fucking is. Holding people accountable absolutely is what we should do. And these people that are speaking out against it, it's a guilty conscience. Absolutely a guilty conscience is the reason they're doing this. And want to know why else they're having a problem with this? Barack and Michelle Obama are buying a $15 million estate in Martha's Vineyard because it's class protectionism, folks. They protect their own, right? The rich always protect the rich. Class solidarity. It's a big club and you and I ain't in it, as George Carlin would say. This is why Obama doesn't want the left to rise up, demand Medicare for all, end wars, or to address income equality. The Obamas are in the top 1%, and for them, it's protecting their own class. What a massive disappointment he turned out to be. I totally agree. He's playing the role just like you would expect him to do, right? And it is really disappointing. And everybody was like, Dusty, you didn't shit on Obama when he was president. You kept your fucking mouth shut. But now that Trump is president, you fucking shit on Trump all the time. And since Ellen was hanging out with Bush, you're fucking shitting on Ellen for that? You're such a fucking hypocrite. But nope. I'm a hypocrite about a lot of things, but not this. Here's me back in 2013, when Obama was president. So I know, given how left-leaning this crowd is, this might not be popular. This is when my audience was very left-leaning. This was a dangerous thing for me to say. But I actually think Obama should probably be impeached for the clearly unconstitutional NSA spying scandal and for the drone striking of innocent children and the recent 14 people killed in the wedding party. If Bush was doing this shit, every one of us would be freaking out and calling for his immediate removal. To not hold our guy to the same standard is blatant hypocrisy. So, yeah, I've been pretty consistent on this, folks. Can't accuse me of not calling Obama out for shit, because I absolutely did. Just like I called Trump out for it. Social pressure is a great way to fucking make change, you know? So, disappointing to see. Obviously, I think Obama was a much better president than Trump. Obviously, you know, I liked him in certain ways. I thought he was a cool guy, quote unquote. At least we weren't an embarrassment to the rest of the world. He definitely helped our image in the world, and he did a lot of good things, but he did a lot of bad things too that deserves to be called out for it. And he is a war criminal. He is. They killed children. They drone struck fucking wedding parties while he was in office. So, yeah, dude, he deserves to be called out about that. Michelle Obama deserves to be called out for hanging out with war criminals herself, you know. Let them have it. I'm glad to see it, right? So, what do you guys got to say about that? Am I wrong about Obama? Is Obama the greatest president ever and Dusty is just fucking jealous at how cool he is? Or does he deserve to be called out? Logic! Yes, it helps, Dusty. I totally agree. Social pressure. So they call it cancel culture. That's what I call it, social pressure. It's always existed. It will always exist. It's never fucking going away. But when people say cancel culture, they're using that as a tool to bludgeon the left with and claiming the left is the only one that does that. But it's not true. It's always been done. And anybody that says Christians, the Christian conservatives in this country, have not engaged in cancel culture since the beginning of the history of this country is completely fucking ridiculous. So stupid, hard to take seriously. And this is why Dusty's the best, giving everyone shit, even himself. Everybody deserves it. Especially me. I live with myself. I know how full of shit I am. For sure. All right, let's check the super chats. Already an hour into the show. Making good time here. Christopher Jerval gave me $50 SEK. Nope, I already read that. All right. I guess no more super chats. Reload. Nope. All right, no more super chats. That's cool. If you guys want to super chat me, I'd appreciate it, but it's all good. All right, let's move on with the show then. Let's see how much we got to cover on the show. Where we at? Shitting on Obama. Shitting on Obama. Okay. Now we're going to shit on Kanye a little bit more. To those of you who had any doubt, I was right about Kanye when I was talking about him last week. People were like, no, Dusty, you don't know what you're talking about. Kanye is fucking sincere with his "Oh Jesus" turn. Maybe. But he also is in it for the money. He absolutely fucking is in it for the money. So, first off, there's this article that was written. I thought this article was pretty good. All the wrong people love Jesus is king. This is on the Roots calling him out. Good to see. And, you know, suddenly people who didn't give a fucking shit about Kanye are pretending Kanye is this great oracle. I was going to say orator, but oracle is the word I'm looking for. What was that? What's up, Miss Misty? That's not Miss Misty. That's Teacup, all right? They look exactly the same, Miss Misty and Teacup, except for Teacup has a little half stash, so that's how you tell them apart. Anyway, so all these conservatives who don't give a shit about rap music or Kanye are suddenly on Kanye's nutsack, acting like he's amazing. All these Christians, like Janae Adams. What kind of gospel? Oh, no, this is the Donald Trump Jr., right? You know, Donald Trump Jr. don't give a fuck about Kanye, right? Obviously, you don't give a shit about rap music. These are the same people that said, shut up, celebrities. But the moment a celebrity says anything they agree with, they're all the fuck over it. Kanye West is cracking the culture code. Kanye West's new album, Jesus is King, is the epitome of fearless creativity and dangerous, unapproved ideas. What the fuck? Aren't like 75% of Americans Christians right now? There are like 2 billion Christians on the planet. How the fuck are these ideas fearless creativity and dangerously unapproved? They're not. It's just the people that run everything try to play snowflakes. The same people that tell you don't play the victim mentality. Playing the victim mentality. Oh my God, it's so tough to be a Christian in this world full of Christians. What are you doing? Pretty boy. What is happening over there, dude? Doing the show without a net. Leftists always try to silence those who are speaking the truth. Who the fuck is trying to silence Kanye? The dude's making millions and fucking millions of dollars. You goddamn snowflakes. You're just liars, man. Now, criticizing is not silencing. What in the... It's just so frustrating. Kanye is a pioneer. Yeah, Christian music. How pioneering. Never been done before, folks. Christian music is completely fucking new. What a pioneer. And the Church of Satan is shitting on him. Satan is the best friend Kanye has ever had, and he will keep him in big business all these years. Hopefully that's funny. Anyway, I'm going to skip past this article because I have some better examples. What's up, pretty boy? Don't mess with my shit, please. Yeah, Dark Matter made the same comment. I just stole my comment from Dark Matter that I just said. So sorry, Dark Matter, for cribbing what you said, but he shit on Donald Trump Jr. There are 2.3 billion Christians, you absolute moron. Exactly, right? Makes Christian music. Oh my God, pioneer. What is Christianity? Nobody has ever heard of Jesus before. Is this even legal? I will learn all about Jesus from this mega millionaire, right? The last person that should be telling you anything about the teachings of Jesus Christ is a fucking rich person. It's clearly somebody who's never goddamn read a word Jesus said. Or maybe they have and they're just, grifters. Probably that, really. But, and it's like a Kirk Wilcox says, this is also making fun of Donald Trump Jr. Kanye West is cracking the culture code. The new album is the epitome of fearless, creative, dangerous, and brave ideas. And Steven Crowder also. Kanye is definitely taking the most unpopular, risky position you can take in today's hip-hop culture. Regardless of where you line up, it's so fucking ridiculous. The vast majority of black Americans are Christians. What's all the jabba jabba about? Do you agree with me? What'd you say? The vast majority of black Americans are Christians? You're both right and incredibly sexy, Dusty. I couldn't agree with you more. I don't know who's talking back there, but you are spot on. And so obviously these people don't give a fucking shit about Kanye or this music. They're just using it as a chance to, boost their own narratives about this bullshit. And it's just like this person says, some of these Christian conservatives are so adorable. They live in a country where freedom of religion is the law of the land. And where over 70% of the country are Christians. They act like they're treated like Galileo. I know, right? It's the victim culture, right? The same exact people that tell you that the left is always playing the victim, who are always playing the victim. But the difference between them and the left is, like people like me, we call out victimization where we see it. Like the fact that on average, black people have 10 times less wealth than white people, right? The fact that when women move into a certain jobs, like when they move into biological jobs or parks and recreations, the salaries for those jobs go down. When we call out actual things like this, where there's actual victims, we're not doing it on our own behalf. We're doing it on other people's behalf. They're actually being victimized. The difference between these conservatives, though, they're normally wealthy white men, straight white men, who society was literally built for. The last fucking people on the earth who should be pretending like they're victims, which makes it so much more fucking pathetic in every conceivable possible way than when the left calls out this kind of shit, which makes the entire anti-SJW movement all the more fucking ridiculous, all the fucking more embarrassing. Everybody who was involved in that shit should be fucking embarrassed, should be continuously called out for this shit, but they're not. They're still making bank. Sad to see. And so yeah, I told you it was all about the fucking money. I told you Kanye was just grifting people. And here he is. Kanye West says God rewarded him with $68 million tax refund for becoming born-again Christians. Yep, God smiling down on all the millionaires. Let's give him a little extra treat, because that's just what Jesus would do, wouldn't he? Didn't Jesus teach that rich people will become even more rich when they follow Jesus? Isn't that what Jesus' teaching was? Yeah. If you want to go to heaven, become rich as possible. Worship me in my name and become rich. That's what he taught. No, it's not. It's just a fucking grifter, and it's all about the fucking money. And you people gotta wake up, especially the black community. It needs to wake up and not support the religion of their oppressors and those who would sell you out in a heartbeat for a fucking dollar. And this Benjamin Dixon guy took a lot of shit for what he's about to say here, but my God, he is so spot on for this. Everybody's like, you need to recheck your vibes on this one. You proved his point. You're reaching on this one. This is what black Kanye fans are coming and telling this guy. They're shitting on him for what he's about to say. Listen to how right on he is with what he's saying. And then understand how sad it is that his fellow black Americans are shitting on him for telling them the truth.
Kanye West is spreading a Christianity that is telling you that the way to your liberation is through Donald Trump. He's telling you that the way to your freedom is through the Republican Party. He's saying that you're actually in bondage and that he's free, but he's defining freedom as being in bed with white supremacists. The very specific type of religion that Kanye West has openly embraced is a religion of white supremacy, because he is asking you, no, he is downright telling you that the route to freedom for you is through the slave master. He's telling you that your route to freedom is through a party that has done everything in its power to disenfranchise you. that has done everything in power to vilify you. Anytime you look at police brutality in our country, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find Republicans standing with the police officers, blaming and vilifying black people. Kanye West is telling you that that's your route to freedom. When they figuratively say, Kanye West and Republicans say that you're on the plantation of the Democratic Party, do you ever pause to think that these are the same people who are trying to maintain the spirit and the legacy of the Confederacy in actual plantations? So they are figuratively irritating you by saying you're on the Democratic plantation while they are literally trying to protect monuments to white supremacy, including actual plantations where white folks still go to get married because they think it's romantic. And this is what Kanye West is selling you. But because he wraps it in the veneer of the language of Christianity, he wraps it in the veneer in the language of the love of God, black folks eat that up. Now, there's a level of accountability that has to take place, because if we know, and we do know, that religion has been used as a tool to manipulate us, to control us, to keep us literally in bondage, while telling us to be set free from the bondage of sin, the same slave masters were keeping us in literal physical bondage. If we know that religion has been used by wealthy people in order to accumulate wealth in the here and now while keeping you from ever questioning while you live in poverty all the way until the time that you're dead. If we know that, then how the hell do we allow
Yep. Dead on. God damn it. That guy laid down the fucking law right there. And it's so depressing to see how many people are shitting him for telling the absolute truth. Very disappointed in you. Just stop shaking my head. Just fucking sad as fuck, dudes. But, you know, that's the society we live in, right? Where truth tellers are not rewarded, but liars and millionaires. This world does not reward telling the truth very much at all. And it's just sad to see. But all you can do is keep shouting it out, right? Not give in. Enjoy your sleep over money, which is what I do. I try to enjoy my sleep over, you know, the vast wealth I could have made by being a liar. So, anyway. Fuck Kanye! What we got to say about Kanye? I'm going to check the chat a little bit about that. Eat the rich? I know, right? Absolutely. We got more examples of the rich should be eaten. He's pretty funny. Don't know what we're talking about. He's great on Black Twitter. Yep, dude. I'm not real familiar with him, but definitely nailed that shit to the wall. Alright. Anything else there? Let me check the super chat. Super chat! What up, super chat? Hi, D. Your lack of gloss is reassuring. Patreon. Your lack of gloss. Don't really know what that means. That means I don't hide shit. I'm just myself. That's what I'm going to take it to mean. And yeah, I just try to be myself. You know what you're going to do, right? I'm flawed and I'm just a normal human being like everybody else is. So why pretend like I'm something other than I am? I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. And I do appreciate that. Elaine Magna, got me $2.99 for the cats. All right. Now for the dogs. What you got against dogs, Elaine Magny? I appreciate that. You rock. All right. That's all I got. More super chats, please, if you can. Let's see. Next up, I guess we're going to shit on Trump a little bit. Apparently, the Nats won the... I don't even know what the fuck... I don't watch sports, folks. I don't even know the Nats are. Nats night. I guess they won the World Series, but are they called the Nationals? Is that what they're called? What is a Nats? I don't know. Anyway, apparently they had this one dude, and they put him on camera, and they should not have put him on camera because he's a little bit too honest for Fox 5.
Amazing. You've been such a gracious fan tonight. Tell me what your thoughts are about this World Series win. I think this is huge for DC. DC needed this. We got some asshole in the fucking White House.
Like, oh shit, but yep, he's a little too honest. We got some asshole in the fucking White House right now. Yep. Fox News is like, nope. Somebody give that guy a medal, because I love that fucking shit. Feed it right into my veins, and holy shit. At this point, I don't think this guy is actually being honest. I think he's just trolling because he knows that the Republican Party is completely based off pettiness and upsetting people. But the lack of self-reflection is so hilarious that it still has to be called out regardless.
Imagine, look at how the media protects Joe Biden. Joe Biden's on tape in a quid pro quo. Either you fire him in 6 hours or you're not getting the $1 billion. Fire him, you get the $1 billion. Quid pro quo. Then you got, do you know anything about Ukraine? No. Anything about energy? Nope. Oil? Nope. Gas? Nope. Millions of dollars. Oh, that was the guy that Joe demanded to be fired.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was, your name was Hunter Biden. Except Hunter's
I
name
wish
was your
my name was Hunter Biden. I could go abroad, make millions off of my father's
Everywhere.
presidency. I'd be a really rich guy. It would be
Imagine if I made money off my dad. You're literally fucking named Donald Trump Jr. Holy fucking shit. Just no self-reflection. That's literally what you're doing. You wouldn't even be a grocery sacker if you weren't Trump's kid. You probably wouldn't even survive into adulthood. That's what a low-level, smooth-brain moron you are. The only reason you're rich and famous is because you're a father. But these people, like, it just doesn't matter the hypocrisy, folks, because conservatives don't give a shit. They simply don't give a shit. Oh, my God, what are you saying? Look at Dusty. Dusty's so upset right now. I love Trump and his kids. Look at all those liberals being triggered. Sure, they're destroying the world, but who cares about that? Look how upset they're making everybody. It's awesome. It's just evil. You motherfuckers are just evil, right? And it's fun to call you out for it, but it's sad to see how you're affecting the country. And, like, even his daughter is so fucking clueless. This is what she has to say about the impeachment. She's quoting, I think, what is it, Thomas Paine she's quoting? Is that who it is? Or Thomas Jefferson. Surrounded by enemies and spies, catching and perverting every word that falls from my lips or flows from my pen, and inventing where facts fail them. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson's reflections on the Washington, D.C. in a letter to his daughter, Martha. Some things never change, Dad, except for the fact that Jefferson's enemies were accusing him of things that he actually was doing. Like fathering a child with a slave was absolutely something he did 6 times. He had 6 kids with slaves. They were calling it out for the bullshit he was fucking doing and his hypocrisy for it. Holy shit. No self-awareness whatsoever. That's the reason people are calling out Donald Trump, because of the shit he's done. Fucking snowflakes. And of course, since Trump's been president, 40% of farm incomes this year will come from the federal aid to offset the trade war damage. 40% of farm incomes, folks. How is this not socialism? It's reverse socialism, where, you know, the government gives money to, well, I guess usually they give money to the rich. None of these farmers, most of these farmers are not rich. Although probably a lot of these farming incomes that they give money to are probably just rich mega corporations. But some of them are probably mom and pops. But anyway, to undo the damage of his trade war, 40% of them are receiving federal income now. Imagine if this were the shoe on the other foot. Imagine liberals were doing this. They'd be calling out fucking socialism every goddamn second. Now, folks, I know this is not actual socialism, right? This is the Republicans' straw man of what socialism is. So that's why I'm calling it socialism. I realize actual socialism is where the workers take over the means of production, which is absolutely nothing to do with whatsoever this. But this is the same thing that they call socialism constantly. So I'm putting them, I'm calling that on the hypocrisy of the fact they do exactly the same thing they accuse the liberals of doing. That's what they always fucking do. Seems like half the show is just me calling out fucking hypocrisy. And I don't have a lot of Trump news, but I'm going to show this picture of me and Miss Diva. Holy shit, I already showed you Miss Diva, though. But we found her. Took us a while to get her back, and happy to have Miss Diva home. She's such a sweet, cute baby. Yeah, she is. And I'm hot also with my fucking Sean Connery beard. Hell yeah, you go, Dusty. Sucks a thing. And I got made fun of this a lot, folks. I decided to show a very rare picture of my my setup. This is where I'm recording from right now. Yes, I'm recording right now from my bed. I'm sitting in a, what do you call a bed chair? It's a chair that doesn't have any legs. It's just a back to support my back. And I have this big TV in front of me. I have this other TV over here that I'm looking at to see what OBS is doing. And I read everything off this big TV right here. And you can see this is CC here. Cute as shit. And I have my little microphone and my, what do you call that? Windbreaker, whatever you call it. My coffee cup, my little fan over here. And I have my surround sound system. And this is my, you can barely out here, you can see my Oculus sensor and whatnot. My little camera here, I just do it on a regular webcam. And then I have this big ring light up here shining down on me. And I have several other lights all the way around me. And I have this green screen that's behind me that basically it collapses down on itself. And it's in this like really sturdy case. The cats can't fuck with it. And then when I do my show, I just pop it up and pop it straight up. And it's behind me with a bunch of lights on it. And, you know, I really like my setup. It's very convenient for me. I can just like get out of bed in the morning and make videos. And so I set it like that on purpose because I like this convenient lifestyle. But I showed some other pictures of my setup in my room, and people were making fun of me that, like, Dusty, you're just trying to show people that you're poor so people give you more money. It has nothing to do with that whatsoever. I really like my lifestyle. Now, yes, I'm not making very much money doing this, and making a lot less money than I could be making if I was doing literally anything else. But I like living frugally. I like living conveniently. And so basically what I've done was I've set up my room, and here's a picture of it, where everything I use daily has been brought into my room. And I just have these shitty pine board shelves I threw up. It doesn't matter what it looks like to me. I don't give a shit. And like I said, this house is old, and it's 150 years old. It's a fixer-upper. But, I like this. I have my little toaster oven and my microwave oven, my can opener, my coffee pot here. So I have everything I need pretty much to cook in. And I have a full-size refrigerator over here, so I don't have to leave the room for that. And over here I have a little station set up where I can brush my teeth and floss my teeth. And I have my little handy vac and everything over there. So basically I have running water in here. And then across from it I have this portable washer and dryer. So I can wash clothes in here and dry clothes in here. I fucking love it, man. I have like a whole station. I live almost like a dorm lifestyle, right? There's no bathroom in here, so I have to go out of the room for the bathroom. But, it's very fucking convenient, and I like it, and the rest of the house can be for the animals and shit. But a lot of people, like I said, were making fun of me. Like, oh my God, you're so poor. Oh my God, you live such a sad life. They were making fun of, I guess, Chinese people. You live a life like a Chinese person. But, it's fine. I love the way I live. I've never lived in a better place, and I've never been happier with my living arrangement. So, you can live very frugally and very modestly and still live a really good life. You don't need fucking millions of dollars. You don't need fucking a giant McMansion to invite people over to keep up with the Joneses. Hell no. All that shit just makes you depressed. It made me depressed, in fact. Like when I was living in a sort of McMansion in Wichita, I thought my neighbors were assholes, and I was worried about even scratching the wall of the floor because everything was so nice. You're on pins and needles all the time about fucking shit up. This house, I don't give a fuck. If I knock a hole in the wall on accident, who gives a fuck? If I scratch the floor, who gives a fuck? It's way less stress. So I like it, folks. I don't mind being poor. I've been rich and I've been poor, and being poor is totally fucking fine. But obviously, I could make more money. So I'm always trying to get you guys to donate so I can keep doing this show. But for the most part, I'm real fucking happy. I ain't got no problem with it. And all you people that made fun of me for my lifestyle, I think they're just, I don't want to say jealous, but whatever. Anyway. Continuing on, this is the first time I've ever heard about this happening in real life. There's an old wives' tale that you got to watch out for the candy. Oh, God, I got to turn off the fucking... Why do you guys do this? Because you want to make money off the ads. So there's an old wives' tale about how sometimes evil people put razor blades and candy and try to feed them to children. So you got to go to the police station and take your candy to have them x-rayed and shit. And literally has never happened in the history of the United States. This is just something to scare people with. Well, apparently it finally fucking happened. A man arrested for allegedly handing out razor blades with Halloween candy. Now, the razor blades were not in the Halloween candy. They were just I guess on the, next to it. He said that he was moving some shit around and his razor blades fell into the Halloween bowl and it was an accident. I don't know how the fuck that happens on accident. But, way to ruin it for the rest of us, because we all been making fun of the fact this never actually happened and people are just being too paranoid. And you finally fucking did it, dude. You finally did it. What an asshole. And they also say that you gotta watch out for candy because people are gonna put drugs in candy. Literally, no one's putting fucking drugs in their candy. Drugs are expensive. Man, if they put drugs in Halloween candy, my ass will be out there trick-or-treating. No. Trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me some fucking drugs to eat. That's the way I would be. Never would happen. Especially not marijuana. That shit is just too expensive. And speaking of Halloween and embarrassing things that happen on Halloween, of course, Tommy Lauren got to dress up like AOC. I decided to dress up as the person who scares me the most. Well, she oughta. All you rich motherfuckers should be scared. I understand why you're scared. She's better than you in every humanly possible way that a female can be better than another female. I don't know why about your gender to this, but fuck that. The Democrat dimwit darling, socialist-loving, freedom-hating, former bartender who sell. What does it matter that she's a bartender? Pardon me. The fuck does that? So she had a real job. Doesn't that make her better as a person to serve in our government because she's actually down to earth and has some real world experience? Why would you make fucking fun of her for that? And this just proves that Tommy Lauren is not actually attractive. She's just blonde, because as soon as she gets rid of that blondness, all that attractiveness goes away. I don't really get it. And speaking of hating freedom, Aren't you literally having your Freedom clothing line made in China? Like, what in the fuck? But it doesn't matter. 55,000 likes. It doesn't matter how hypocritical they are. It doesn't matter what they say. None of that shit matters. And finally, conservative men will pay attention to Tammy. Nope. Well, I guess conservative men are already paying attention to her because she's blonde and, you know, they go for that particular type. I don't go for that type. Not my thing. But, Jordan nailed her for it pretty good. Can't believe AOC was a bartender. She should have done real work like Tommy and got a job at her mom's store. I know she's making fun of AOC when back in 2013. Bad news, had to get a job. Good news, it's at my mom's store and it's chill as fuck. Yeah, good thing you have a rich parent who has a fucking business to give you a job, isn't it? Shitting on other people for the exact same thing you do. Hypocrisy at its finest. And, Tim Pool, oh my God. Time to diss on Dim Tool a little bit. I agree with Sofane here. Why can't so many YouTubers that claim to be journalists or members of the alternative media be fucking bothered to read the actual article that they comment on? And why do their followers not bother to check their work? Because they don't give a shit. They just read the headlines, and as long as you confirm their preconceived notions, they'll support you and give you $1 million. That's all it takes. And as Tim Pool, cats are not sexy. They are animals. Did a zoophile write this? What the fuck is this? And the article is literally about how cats got associated with femininity, you know, in our society and why that took place. It's actually an interesting article that takes a look at the social constructs that connected cats with femininity. But of course, he doesn't bother to read it because who gives a fuck, right? 3.7K likes anyway, regardless of the fact that he's just lying to his audience about what this fuck is about. You know, it's just typical Tim Pool bullshit. Millionaire, super lefty Tim Pool. So sad to see. And your daily reminder that Mikhaila Peterson is a horrible human being who has a horrible, disgusting boyfriend. Let's look at her boyfriend, shall we? Let's see. Read it for yourself or have a literate friend help you. And so I guess this dude's kids need surgery, right? And so Andrew Tate, Mikhaila Peterson's boyfriend, did you feel like a failure that the amount you need to help your own son is less than a quarter that I spent on my 5 cars? I will help you if you ask. It's nothing to me. Your comic books have failed, but I am a success. Ask nicely and I'll save your son. Holy shit. Can you imagine what kind of garbage you would have to be to date this man? There is no way Jordan Peterson can be happy that his daughter is such a piece of fucking shit. One of his rules is never let your kid do anything that makes you not like them. He doesn't even read his own fucking books. How is this dude the father of America right now, the father figure to so many disenfranchised young men, when he's not even a good father figure to his own daughter? He didn't even do a good job of raising her. She's horrible. She's fucking horrible. Good Lord. What is wrong with you fucking lobster motherfuckers? And speaking of the asshole piece of shit that Jordan Peterson was, Noam Chomsky, good old Chomsky. He was being interviewed by a couple of lobsters who were trying to bait him into agreeing with Jordan Peterson on some issues, and here's his response.
So it seems like you have some similarities with Jordan Peterson on this issue, and I know that you haven't talked much about Jordan Peterson, and I wanted to know if you had any disagreements with what he says.
Frankly, I pay very little attention, but if you want to know about Jordan Peterson, I think the best thing I can refer you to is an article by Nathan Robinson, very sharp, acute critic in his journal Current Affairs. It's called something like The Intellectual We Deserve or something like that. I think that's basically my answer. Other than that, I don't pay any attention. I mean, there's some issues on which I probably agree with Hitler. No, it doesn't mean much.
Yep, Uber. Yep, I might agree with Hitler on some things. Like, Hitler was a good painter. He was a vegetarian. I agree with him on some things. Doesn't mean he wasn't a fucking asshole. So, way to nail him, Noam Chomsky. Could not bait him. Lobsters gotta try a fucking again. And oh my God, you guys ready to be mad? Like, this is the kind of thing that makes me think maybe all cops are bastards. I'll show you the video when we get mad, and then I'll shit on it. Here we go.
You want to do something?
get it off your chest. Slap the shit out of me and get it off your chest.
You talking to me, sir?
Slap the shit out of me and get it off your chest. No, I'm giving you permission to slap the shit out of me, get it off your chest, and see what happens. Don't.
God damn it, that makes me so fucking mad. What an asshole. You gonna arrest me? No, slap me. And the guy just basically was just doing it, but just to get him to stop saying it, basically. And he just did it to give an excuse to fucking assault this man. These fucking bullies. Look how big this guy is compared to that guy, this little old man. But just want to be a fucking asshole. And of course, his body cam was off. It just happened to be off in this incident, but luckily one of the other body cams of the other policemen were on. And good Lord! Can you imagine the shit that happens that is not caught on camera? These fucking roaming goddamn thugs and bullies who just do not give a fuck about their fellow human beings, they become cops because they're so power hungry, because they were bullies in school, because they didn't get the respect that they deserve, so they go home and shit on the common fucking person. Now, he has been fired and charged with assault, which he should be. He's been put on leave. I don't know if he's been fired yet, but he's been charged with assault, which he should be. But that's not fucking good enough. Every one of these motherfucking cops should be charged with a crime. They should be charged with accessories. Cops should be held to a higher standard than the normal person. They absolutely should be. There should be laws that if you're a fucking cop and you stand around and let another cop do shit like this or anything like this, and you don't arrest them, you don't take up for the bystander, the citizens, that you are charged as an accomplice, you're just as guilty as they are, and you all go to fucking jail. Every one of these motherfuckers standing around jail. Put them under the fucking jail. Holy shit, goddammit. And the cops are sitting around crying. I saw a fucking police chief the other day crying. The public doesn't trust us anymore. We've lost their trust. What the fuck do you think you've lost our trust? This is the stuff being caught on camera. You guys have been doing this shit for fucking ever and getting away with it. And I'm not even going to go into the black thing, how the cops treated the black people, because I've covered that so much in the past. But god damn it, that makes me so fucking mad. Maybe I'm coming around to all cops are bastards. And I don't know what to do about it, because we need policemen, right? Like, what are we going to do if somebody gets killed? We need people to investigate. We need people like to protect people, but I don't know how you do it without the police force, but something absolutely has to be done. I don't have a lot of good solutions, but I'm definitely open to the suggestions. Angry. Let me check the chat, I guess, then we'll come on, talk about this a little bit when I'm done with the chat. Militant narcissist. I know, right? No, all cops are tyrants. I mean, I know I've met cops that were nice, so that's why I don't want to call all cops bastards and whatnot, but it just makes me so furious to see this kind of shit. His life was in jeopardy, I know, right? That dude was about to kill him. That is an old man, too, I know, right? Classic high school bully shit. Don't slap me. I won't arrest you. Just do it. Get off your chest. And as soon as the guy barely touches him, slaps the piss out of him. Don't fuck me. Just goddamn it. How small is your goddamn dick? Seriously. Such a fucking low-life piece of shit. Let me check the super chats. Republicans don't like being called racist. Why can't they just meet us halfway and stop being racist? I know, if you don't want to be racist, if you don't be called racist, then stop being fucking racist. It's pretty simple, but most people, I honestly don't think Republicans, a lot of them don't actually think themselves as racist. Now, some of them will say, yeah, I'm proud to be a racist, but a lot of them, they don't believe they're racist because their egos won't allow them to admit they're racist. But in my opinion, everybody is racist. It's just a degree of racism. You know, we're basically taught racism, taught tribalism. Racism is part of tribalism since we were kids. And I admit that I am racist in some ways. Like when I moved into this neighborhood, I thought that I was going to get targeted for being white. And I thought I was going to put up cameras everywhere and film how the neighborhood responded to me. And they responded to me by being so loving and embracing to me. It made me feel such a piece of shit for even thinking that the opposite would happen in any way. And that was my own bias that I had to confront. So to become less racist, what you have to do is continuously confront your own biases and try to, overcome them. And so I'm sure that I'm still racist. I'm sure I have biases. But the thing about biases, when you have biases, you usually don't know what they are until after you've discovered them and corrected them. So I'm still trying to constantly discover what my biases are and correct them so I'll become less racist. But it's like a lifelong journey that you have to take. And most people are just not willing to do that kind of self-examination. So anyway, Jane Rude, $5, or Jeannie Rude, $5. When I was a kid, I expected people left and right to offer me drugs. They didn't. I was disappointed. Nancy Reagan lied to me. I know, right? I have very, very rarely been offered free drugs. And I've been offered a lot of opportunities to buy drugs. But Definitely could use some more free drugs out there. If the universe wants to send me some of that shit, I'm open to it. TK421, $20. Hey, very, very generous of you. Thank you, TK. Love you, Dusty. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate that. You know, as long as you guys keep supporting me, I'll keep doing it. I love you guys very much. I'm very honored that you watch me and that I had the opportunity to do this kind of show. I do think the show's important, but at the same time, even though I think it's important, I am very honored to get the opportunity to do it for you guys. So thank you for your backup. What the brand on the washer and dryer? Oh shit. Where's my iPad at? Let me see if I can locate my iPad. I'll tell you if I can find it. Where is my iPad at? Here we go. All right, since you gave me super chat money, I will answer your question because I did say no question dodged, every question answered. Super chat, lifeblood of the show. You guys know the drill. So I actually like this washer and dryer. They're portable washer and dryers. The dryer doesn't need to be vented to the outside because it's electric. So when it's cold in here, especially, you can just turn the dryer on. And I like putting dryer sheets in there because it makes the room smell really good and shit. So I'm pleased with that. And the washing machine was actually really cheap too, and it does a good job of it. I use the bucket method where I actually don't have water hooked up to it. I just come in and pour buckets of water into it, and it actually cleans really well. Now they do smaller loads. The dryer is called the Home Labs. Home Labs 9-pound capacity. I don't know. It's reversed. You guys can't see it. Home Labs 9-pound capacity compact laundry dryer, 2.6 cubic feet. Got it off Amazon. It was $265. And the washing machine. God damn it, Dusty. I hit one too many buttons and went back too far. Okay, now I gotta scroll through again. Oh, this is amazing live television for you folks. I'm showing you my Amazon shopping sprees that I do late at night. And the washing machine is called the Super Deal Portable Compact Mini Twin Tub Washing Machine with Wash and Spin Cycle. It costs $99.99, which is actually pretty fucking cheap. I also got that off Amazon. So I know that's reversed, but you can see that right there for yourself. So anyway, real happy with this setup. Love it. Highly recommended. Thank you for the question. Jeannie Rude, another $2. Love Diva and CC. Love the Void. Black kitties. Yep. Hard to see them, but they're definitely good for Halloween. So sad that once black kittens were considered evil. It's so silly. It's basically like the same kind of logic that black people are evil just because, you know, your color just makes no sense whatsoever. Bias for no good reason. No, I meant a shill would have been better production, or would have better production. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. You mean that, you mean my show sucks. I know what you're saying. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I used to have, headers and footers and shit like that, but I don't even fuck with it anymore. I used to have intro music, but who gives a shit? Just turn this shit on and go. Tell the truth. I ain't got to be fancy with it. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I'm living by right now. So I appreciate the fact that you guys like my no-nonsense approach to things. And I really appreciate the support. Thank you, Stephen R. Intellectual Dark Wave. I love that name. $5. I just put out a brand new Boomer-tastic parody song. Check it out. Well, you didn't tell me what it was. So you have to super check me again to tell me what it is so I can give you a shout out. Lack of Goss is ugly. Okay, yes. My ugly ass show. It ain't that ugly. At least I'm on here. I made myself a little red. Because it was like washing my face out, but I may be too red now. So, oh well. I love my ugly show. This world is lame. $2 a day. Yes, this world is lame. But it has its moments. At least you and I get to hang out together, and that's pretty cool and pretty special, in my opinion. So anyway, man, hormones are no fucking joke, man. I just want to say, like, if you are not comfortable with your gender and you want to change your gender, you could absolutely do that shit in the modern era. It is amazing the transformations you can make. Good Lord. Just amazing transformations. And so let this be inspiration to those of you who are trying to make these changes in your life. You absolutely can do it. You can be accepted at whatever gender you want to be. And also, like, if you don't even want to do this, like if you're comfortable with the way you look now, but your gender doesn't seem to match up with what you were assigned at birth, there are a lot of us who will still accept you, and you don't have to be this ideological version of the gender you feel represents you best. So, you know, I see both sides of it. I really support people who want to do this, who feel like they want to look more like the gender they feel like they are, but I also respect people that don't want to do that. A lot of people don't have the plastic surgery money. A lot of people don't have, you know, the drive to work out and do what it takes to be like this, and they still should be accepted, even though they're not the traditional view of what gender tells us they're supposed to be. But I support you all, regardless of where you are in this journey. Trans rights! And Cute shit for Halloween, little palate cleanser. I just want you to know that my 2-year-old insisted on being pants for Halloween. What a little cutie. What do you want to be for Halloween? I want to be pants. What? Yeah, pants. You want to be a pair of pants? Yes. Okay. And awesome parents made his dream come true. This kid is pants. So rock it, little kid. And here's one from, oh God. I guess this is real, folks. I assume this is real. I have heard nobody tell me that it wasn't real, so I'm going to assume it's real. But it's possible this is fake. So if this turns out this is not real, don't make fun of me. But I'm going to just assume for this gag that it's real. But anyway, education for libs. Look at this guy. Definitely educating liberals. Bernie likes to stir up millennials by telling them that the U.S. is the only major country that doesn't guarantee health care to people as a right. He also forgets to mention that we are the #1 country in medical research, innovations, cures, Nobel Prizes, and survival rates. That's right, folks. Bernie's lying to you because the healthcare in this country is actually really good. This was December of 2017. And jump ahead, 2019. Hi, guys. I usually don't post stuff like this, but my grandma underwent emergency brain surgery and is going to be way behind on bills while he recovered. Oh, grandpa, sorry. While he recovers. If anyone would like to help my family and I reach this goal for him, we would be forever grateful. Shit, life comes at you fast. Who gives a fuck if we have the greatest healthcare in the world if you can't afford it? It does not matter. It's like people say about Canada. You have to wait so long for surgeries. That's what makes it bad. What's better? Having to wait for a surgery and eventually getting it, or not being able to afford it to begin with, so not getting it at all? Obviously, one of those is way fucking better, and that's what conservatives never understand. We are the only first world country, just like you said, who does not have universal health care, and it's killing 45,000 Americans every year, including my father died because he could not go get treatment for his heart, basically. And it's just sad as fuck. It's just sad as fuck, folks. I feel sorry for your grandpa. Like, I hope this has been an education for conservatives, right? But it probably won't be. You probably don't see the hypocrisy in your stances at all. You'll probably go out and you'll bash Bernie again, even while your grandfather goes bankrupt because of his medical bills. But hopefully all the people shitting on you and pointing out this to you will help you wake up and see it. But if not, we can use this as a teachable moment for everybody else. So thank you for your stupidity, right? And Joe Biden is the worst. I'll obviously back him if it's just him against Trump, but I hope it's not him against Trump. Anybody pretty much on the the liberal side would be better, like anybody. I know Beto dropped out, but even Beto would be better than this guy. But he's just such a shit. Listen to him.
I'm terrified for our future since you reversed it and now taking super PAC money. Since you're now taking super PAC money, how can we trust that you're not fighting for the people profiting off climate change?
Look at my record, child. Look at my record.
Look at my record, child. Talking down to her instead of treating her concern in any legitimate way whatsoever. But her response is also, but your record is you fighting to go into the war in Iraq. So yeah, your record sucks ass. Talking down to me, boomer. I hate that fucking insult, but goddamn it, if boomer ever applied to anybody, it would be fucking Joe Biden. Ah, man, I can't believe this is the choices this country gives us. Dumb and Dumber. Seriously. And here's the guy that Lauren Chin, you know Lauren Chin, the one with the largest skeptic convention, Skepticon, has been defending continuously because she's such a good person. This is the guy she was defending the other day, and she was literally defending what this guy says right here. Let's have a listen.
Runs the media, globalists. Time to kill the globalists. I don't want to not watch CNN. I don't want CNN to go out of business. I don't want CNN to be more honest. I want people that run CNN to be arrested and deported or hanged.
So much for free speech, huh? These free speech warriors directly calling for violence on YouTube. How the fuck are you still on YouTube? I've been demonetized for 4 years now. Yet this shit's still up there, man. It's fucking maddening. But yeah, that's the kind of bullshit the conservative channels are supporting and putting up. And yeah, like this person says, did you see this? Lauren Chin was, Lauren Chin did remove this, but only because she said that the guy was from Turning Point, or Turning Point USA had something to do with this, and it was Politico that had something to do with it. But she said that she still specifically supports the things that he says here. So,
and you've got men who talk about politics.
Let's listen. This is what Lauren Shin was supporting.
Boonish. Who's the talent on CRTV? They got Roaming Millennial. Okay, give me a break. Why don't you just go to adult websites? Let's be real. There's really no need for Roaming Millennial in the 21st century. You've got porn and you've got men who talk about politics. What market is served? Like combining the two, and they're both worse. Shitty political commentary and like some cleavage. Who wins? Who wins in that scenario? So maybe that made sense.
He's shitting on her, but she was defending what he had to say basically about killing CNN and shit. So I don't know if she deleted it because of this. She said she deleted it for another reason, but she actually agreed with what he said about CNN and shit. So that's the kind of stuff she's supporting. And Ann Couture got dunked on repeatedly, hilariously, for this tweet. Let me show you her tweet, and then I'll explain to you why she got done. Oh, the tweet is on here. For all you foolish Tulsi Gabbard fans, she just voted for the illegal impeachment coup. She's just a better-looking Nancy Pelosi. And Ann Couture's like, no, she didn't. Tulsi is a senator, meaning she's in the Senate and doesn't vote for House resolutions. Tulsi is literally in the House, not in the Senate, right? Imagine being a political commentator and not knowing the difference between the Senate and the House, right? Got 15.7K likes. Even though she's wrong in every fucking way. Look, member of the House of Representatives. Good fucking Lord, conservatives. Just like she didn't even take it down, though. Imagine being this wrong and leaving it up. But she got 15,000 likes, so why should she take it down? Because she knows she doesn't have to tell the truth. She knows that she'll get supported even if she lies. Make big bucks even if she lies. Even if people point out her lies, it doesn't matter. We live in a post-truth society, and conservatives are not playing by the same rule book as the rest of us, so lies rule the day. And remember when John McCain's daughters used her brother's stolen glory to advance her political points? Like, has there ever been a more useless person than John McCain's daughter? I mean, I literally have to call her John McCain's daughter because she's never done anything for her own self for me to respect her enough to use her name.
Abby and I didn't have brothers that served multiple times, and I didn't watch my brother deploy when he was 19 to fight this crap, to have them come here and give the right to vote.
My brother didn't fight fucking in Iraq for them to come here and do this. You're taking credit for somebody else's shit. It has nothing to do with you. You've done nothing. First it's my father, my father, my father. Now it's my brother. When you have to use the accomplishments of other people to boost your own shit, you might want to go out there and do some, make your own way in the world a little bit, in my opinion. And here's the #1 news channel in the world comparing universal health care to eugenics to scare the old people who still watch their show.
Joe Biden is being buoyed in the polls right now from support from moderate Democrats who do not want to give up their health care. They want a public option and to improve Obamacare, and that is the gold standard Democratic plan.
More government control over your health. We've been there. It's called the eugenics movement, where there was the forced sterilization of the mentally disabled up until 1979. Think about the power that you're handing to the federal government.
All right, on that terrifying note.
Holy shit, folks. They're trying to scare people into not having universal health care by claiming they're going to sterilize the mentally ill. Just outright propaganda on the most popular news channel in the world. And it's just, you can't think about it too much because you'll become too depressed at how fucked up this world is. We're just trying to help people. We're trying to save lives. We're just trying to take care of our fellow Americans. And this is what we're fighting against. Pure fucking evil billionaires who put millionaires on TV to lie to you to get us to fight against each other. That's what always fucking happened. And also, speaking of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about and who say cringy things that they shouldn't. Last show, I made fun of Yang for this. I even pointed out that the band in the background sounded terrible. And they were off-key and flat as shit. Well, it turns out apparently this is a band of autistic children who were playing at an autistic charity that he was fronting for. And here comes Dusty, putting his big old foot in his goddamn mouth. My foot's actually really tiny. but your feet size and your hand size and your penis size do not correlate, I can assure you. But that's off the point. Not my finest moment to declare this autistic band off-key, flat, and horrible. Not the best in the world, even though they were kind of off-key and flat and horrible. And I also, just because you have autism doesn't mean you can't be a good performer or a good musician too, because I'm sure there are a lot of people on the autistic spectrum who are great performers. I'm on the autistic spectrum. I'm a pretty good performer, so that's really no excuse. But also, I shouldn't have said that, and I wouldn't have said that if I'd have known better, and also wouldn't have shit on Yang, even though I'm not a big fan of Yang. In hindsight, not my best moment. And speaking of Eat the Rich, you guys know the H3H3 Productions. Apparently, they're buying a $9 million Bel Air mansion. Holy shit, man. Oh, man, I can barely afford dog food on my podcast, and they're making $9 million. And I don't have that much against them. Sometimes the guy says something I like on Twitter, and I'll give him a shout out. But I've watched their podcast compared to this one. I know I'm just jealous, folks. I know this is just me being bitter and whatnot, and I totally get that. But I just don't see a $9 million difference between their podcast and mine in any way. So, depressing, eat the rich, fuck these rich, out of touch motherfuckers. Not that I don't even want $9 million. I'm just saying, folks. It's strange how much money they're making. I don't get it. But anyway, talking about hoisted by your own petard. Man who drafted laws against adultery publicly flawed after affair with a married woman. Good. Beat this motherfucker. Beat his ass. Fucking hypocrite. I'm usually not for violence, but if you're advocating violence and then you get beat for the thing you're advocating violence against, beat that motherfucker. And apparently he's been fired from whatever he was, whatever part of the government he was in. They have Sharia law in this one particular part of Indonesia, and he was all a big proponent of it. So, yeah, beat that motherfucker like a rented mule. And, okay, I guess I'm going to read the chats before I finish up with the last two things I got to talk about. What you guys got to say in the chats? I'm scrolling through here looking for my name, and I don't see anybody saying my name. There we go. Dusty, please show us Nicole Wallace calling GOP pundits chicken shits. Okay, well, send me that on Twitter. I will show you that on the next show. Sorry, I don't have that queued up. Hard to do things live on the fly like that, especially when I'm doing a one-man podcast, everything by myself. Doing the best I can. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job for you guys. Hoisted by your own Shatner. Heard that weed practically grows free and don't want no cash. I know, right? I wish it was growing everywhere. Wish I could grow up in my backyard. I'd grow the shit out of that and give it to everybody. How are your little dogs? Dogs are cool. I showed last week that I have the cameras on the dogs so you can watch them on my little puppy TV. But actually, next week, I'm having somebody come out, I think Monday or Tuesday. They're coming out, they're building a 50 by 50 fenced-in area. So they're going to have lots more room. And I already bought this giant dog house that's already out there. It's like the size of a small house. This thing's fucking huge. I got it off Facebook for like $100, $125. So somebody, I guess, built it for their dog. It's like this kind of a redneck guy. He was real nice. I don't mean to disparage him, but he built this giant fucking doghouse, and I guess he used it for years and years and years, and then he sold it to me for $125. He delivered it and everything. But so anyway, we're getting that taken care of. I'm really excited about having a much bigger play area for them out there. They really deserve it. So, and you guys make that possible. The vast majority of the money I get on this show goes to my animals. You know, I live very frugally myself. Today, we ate hamburger helper, but instead of hamburger meat, we actually put the meatless crumbles that you get from the vegetarian section. And that shit was delicious, folks. It literally cannot tell the difference between that and meat. I made it in the microwave. I made meatless hamburger helper in the microwave, which sounds disgusting, folks, but it was good. So fuck that. Hate all you want. I'm living the dream. We need to get Cult of Dusty sponsors. Yeah, it'd have to be something that I actually believe in, though. Like, I don't care how much you pay me. If I don't believe in the product, I'm not going to shill it. I'd rather just be poor. So, like, for, like, the washer and dryer, I would shill the shit out of that. And for some vegan products or some animal products, I'd probably, shill that. But it'd have to be something like I said, that I can stand behind. Otherwise, fuck it. Dusty speaks truth to power. He would not get sponsored unless he kisses their ass. Yeah, I know, right? I'm not very corporate friendly, that's for sure. So I don't foresee me getting a sponsor anytime soon. And like I said, my channel has been demonetized for 4 years on YouTube. So I make probably about maybe $1,500 a month on this show, or period altogether. So I don't make, I don't make very much money. It's all good. Let me check the super chats. Speaking of money, begging for money. Marinus, $5. Our bodies aren't built to last. We will all break down. Pay tax now or pay medical bills alone later. I heard that right. We need fucking preventative medicine. You know, there are lots of little ailments that can be easily cured, but you have to know that they exist, and you have to go to the doctor. And if you can't afford to go to the doctor, there's so many people who are just, you know, I had this like pain right here, and I don't know if it's my heart hurting or if I have some kind of, I'm left-handed, so I'm hoping that it's just repetitive, like muscle strain from me moving the mouse all the time. But I wish I could go get it checked out, but I can't. So hopefully I don't just drop out and did have a heart attack. But that's America for you, right? I went to the emergency room a few years back for kidney stones, and I was there for 2 hours, and they sent me a bill for $8,000. My car only cost $5,000. So for 2 hours in the emergency room, they charged me more than my car cost. And there's no way I can pay that. I'm just like, okay, fuck it. I'm not paying you anything. And so just put it on my credit. Like, I don't even need credit for anything. I'm not going to buy a house. I don't need a credit card. Fuck your credit. You got no power over me. Anyway, sad. All right, that's all the super chats. Last chance to get into your super chat. Get Burger King to sponsor you. Even Burger King don't want to have anything to do with me. I am too controversial for Burger King with my atheist ass, even though I pretty much give them free advertising all the time by talking about their Impossible Whopper. But still, they ain't never going to sponsor me. They should give me some free Whoppers, but they ain't going to do it. So, they're expensive, too. Like a Whopper meal is $10. Holy shit, I can go eat Chinese buffet for $10. I won't, but I could. Anyway, last chance to get your super chats if you don't support the show. I definitely would appreciate it. I'm going to cover quickly 2 more things. Imagine dressing your kid up for a Halloween costume, working your ass off for it, and you show up and they got to compete against this type of shit. Holy shit, how you going to compete against that? Look at this little girl like, well, fuck this. I definitely ain't going to win now. Obviously, this kid's going to win. This is some bullshit right here. You got some rich fucking parents that can afford mannequins and shit for your costume, but isn't she adorable? Yes, she is. With her little severed head. She's the cutest little shit. And last up, gotta cover this one. Little palate cleanser in the show with, so we don't kill ourselves after this fucking depressing ass shit we cover. This dog ducks its head every time it goes under a bridge, and it is so adorable. Look at it. Come on, click on it. There you go. He just ducking this. The bridge coming, duck. Oh, the bridge will get you. Gotta duck your head. Okay, back up. Here comes another. Duck your head under the bridge. Oh, yeah, you duck that little head. You cute little shit. Oh, my God. Just so fucking adorable. Bridge coming up. You better duck. Duck your head. Duck it. Oh, you ducked it. You're so cute. Who's a good little ducking boy? You a cute little mother ducker. Yes, he is. All right. Gotta finish up with the chats a little bit. What you guys gotta say? Last chance to say whatever the fuck you want to say to me. And I always go back through and I watch the show and I read through the chat. So I read everything you motherfuckers say. So if you got something to say to me, say it right now. Speak up or ever hold your peace. Let me know. Holy shit, that's awesome. Hell yeah, creative as fuck. I know, right? Some parents go above and beyond the Call of Duty. Dusty gets sponsorship from the Satanic Temple. That's about the only people that might sponsor me, but I doubt they need much advertisement. So, doubt that's going to happen. I think I'm just fucked. I just need you guys to support the show if you want to support it. And if not, you know, I'll do this for as long as I can. Like, I might have to eventually going back to doing short videos and stop doing the show. I could definitely see that happening. Like, if it doesn't grow, I won't have any choice. I can't afford to do this. But I'm going to do it as long as I can because I think this show is important. I like doing the show. I like hanging out with you guys. So, I'm, you know, until I'm just absolutely can't do it anymore, I'm going to do it. So, we'll see what happens. Keep doing this. It makes me happy. I appreciate it. A lot of people watch this at work. A lot of people say that this makes their job go by quicker. So, like, I'm happy to do it as long as I possibly can. I'm going to keep doing it. So, good boy. All right. Make sure I don't have any more super chats. Nope. No more super chats. All right. Well, as always, want to support the show? Patreon.com/CODcast. Like I said, we lost $50 this month. But, what you going to do? Also, I have links in the description of this video to my merchandise, and there's also places where you can direct tip me on, like you can direct tip me to PayPal and stuff, and YouTube doesn't take money out of my PayPal. I get all of it if you tip me on PayPal, so that's actually a better way to do it. So if you guys want to help me out, that's a great way to do it. But also, if you don't have any money, if you can't support the show like that, like the video if you're watching this, not live, leave a comment. Helps with the algorithm. Be sure to subscribe, click that bell so it lets you know every time I upload shit. And that's it for me, folks. I will be back on, what's today? Today Friday? Today is Friday. I'll be back on Monday. Be here before you fucking know it. I sure do love you guys, and I appreciate you supporting the show. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you soon. As always, love you so much. Till next time, logic. Dramatic pause. Trans rights. Good night, guys.